Hello, my name is Haj-Hariri. I'm Dean of Engineering and Computing at University of South Carolina. And it's my pleasure to welcome you, our prospective students, our admitted students, parents and friends, and spend a few minutes to talk to you about our college, university, programs that we have, and really try to share with you some of the exciting activities that are going on here. The University of South Carolina is the flagship university for the state, multiple campuses. Columbia is the main campus. It's a large campus. We have about 35,000 students. We are about 1/8 of the campus. We have about 3,200 undergrads and about 600 graduate students. And so that's our size. The university itself is a comprehensive public university. So comprehensive means we have many colleges so that students can pursue different interests that they may have. We have music, we have hospitality, retail, we have business, we have pharmacy, public health, you name it, we have it. And it's also a public university, which means that a good portion of our funding comes from the state, which means we are good stewards of state's resources. And you too will be good stewards of those resources by making sure that you go to your classes, do the work, and do your part of the job as we do ours. The thing that I find the most interesting and appealing about our university is our Carolinian Creed, because at the end of the day, we are a collection and a community of people working together. And our Carolinian Creed is, I would say, almost unique in the US because it's an aspirational set of values as opposed to punitive or disciplinary steps of what thou shalt not do. This is what thou shalt do, what type of person or human being we want to be and how we want to interact with our fellow gamecocks and people in our community. So that has a lot of value, especially these days as we navigate our society. So by coming here, you're going to have an excellent quality of peers, which is really what you should seek out wherever you go. As I mentioned, we are about 1/8 the size of the university, but we receive about 1/4 to 1/3 of the honors students that join us every year. As you may know, we have the #1 honors college in the US of all publics. We also have capstone students and others who are really excellent students, and we get more than our fair share of students coming in, which means that you are going to be surrounded by people like yourself, high achieving, hardworking, and exciting and interesting people. Not only are you interested in learning, but also you're interesting. So that's always what you should seek out. We have about 90% of our students who are placed upon graduation. They either get the jobs that they want or they go to graduate schools that they want. And this is to a large extent because of the internship opportunities that we provide for you, the research opportunities we provide for you, as well as the career services that we have. Our salaries have grown about $10,000 per year over the past 5 years. And they are significantly above national average. So it's a great investment to be here. Now, engineering and computing in general are very high-touch fields, meaning that whereas your introductory classes or foundational classes in first year or so might be a little larger, by the time you get to your 3rd or 4th year, you're going to be in very small classes, focused on design, lab, research, etc. And because of that, we have had a lot of investment in basically growing our faculty and facilities to allow us to do that. Now this part, the high touch, is the dissemination of knowledge. So you come here, you sit in classrooms, and it's sort of, even though we call it active learning, but you are really receiving information. The part that is unique to comprehensive research universities is also we create knowledge. And that's the most exciting part because you ask a question that has never been answered, you go ahead and find the answer. The answer does not exist in the back of a book. It's very hard to get to that answer. It could be very frustrating. It could take years to get to that answer. but when you find it, it's truly refreshing. Now, there are two attributes that come from there. One is the stick-to-itness that you need to have in order to thrive in life. So by trying to do research, you pick that up by default. Another one is critical thinking. You keep on hearing about the value of critical thinking, about how it's important in anything you do, and it is. The greatest way to adopt or to learn how to have the tools to do critical thinking and be a critical thinker is to engage in research. So we provide opportunities for you, but it's also up to you. When you come here, make sure that you learn what the faculty are doing as far as the research. It's very easy to do it these days. You go to the web and you find out, then you can knock on the door or send an email and set up a meeting and learn about what they do and offer to be part of it. Faculty would probably very much welcome having you as part of their team. You will be working with other undergraduates, graduate students, postdocs, faculty members. It's a very different experience than just taking your backpack and going to the classroom. It gives you a dimension of university life that you would otherwise miss. So I hope you will do research wherever you go. So why engineering and computing? I mean, you can do research in many fields in this university. We are a comprehensive university. Personally, I put forward that engineering and computing is in anything that we do these days. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you're dealing with things that have been engineered or things that now have brain, artificial brain, etc., and they do computing. So everybody is going to need these skills in life going forward. Even if you're a dancer and you do choreography, now you use cameras and you take advantage of technology. So everything is needed. We actually have present this as our core. It also makes you very marketable, not just in engineering and computing fields, but you could go on to Wall Street or anywhere else that you choose to go, where critical thinking and problem-solving skills are needed. So if you are interested in research, as I said, you need great mentors, and that means quality of faculty. And we have some of the highest quality faculty in the US, in the world, I would say. There are areas that we clearly are the leaders in the world, in combustion, in power, in fuel cells, in composites, etc. I could go on and on. Recently, we started an artificial intelligence institute. We have one of the premier computer scientists in the world leading that activity. The focus is going to be on applied AI, and I will speak to that a little later. We also have 3 of our faculty members that in the past 3 years have been elected to National Academy of Engineering. This is the highest honor that an engineer can achieve in their careers, and we have 3 of them. Most other universities have none. Our research, as I mentioned, we have a lot of sponsored research from federal agencies and from industry partners. Some of those industry partners actually locate in this state because of the expertise of our faculty and quality of our students. So that's a wonderful opportunity for you. But we have funding to work on future all-electric ships, on unmanned aerial vehicles, on better composites, lighter vehicles, better battery storage, artificial intelligence, explainable AI, so on and so forth. So everything, we are creating the knowledge that we disseminate to you. We are a flagship. I mentioned this phrase before. What does that mean? It means that we are engaged in all facets of life of our state. We provide solutions to the state. We help them overcome the challenges. Any challenge that our state has is an opportunity, especially for our students and our faculty. We are problem solvers in computer science and in engineering. So it's a great opportunity to be part of a flagship in this state. It also means that we receive, as I said, part of our funding from the state. So you need to be mindful of that, appreciative of that. There are people who support us who couldn't afford to go to college themselves. So that's a huge weight and burden of stewardship that we need to carry together. There's a lot of excitement here in engineering and computing. I have been doing this for 40 years now, starting as a student and now as dean. I take great pleasure in watching my colleagues develop new knowledge, our students engage in that activity, and so on. So part of this excitement is we lose sight of how we got here as faculty. As I said, I've been doing this for 40 years, and every once in a while I need to step back and remind myself of that first experience I had when I walked onto the campus of my alma mater. And I was given a book this thick and told to go ahead and pick the courses that I need to take. And I had no idea what to do. And I try to remember that, but it's a daunting experience walking onto a campus with 35,000 other students and faculty. So we try to provide support system for you that helps you navigate these steps. We have put in place in the past 2 years a fantastic peer mentoring program. So when you come here, you're going to be matched with a peer who is a couple of years ahead of you, has gone through the same program. We try to actually match backgrounds so that you also have other experiences that you share together. We have fantastic advising in place, both professional advisors as well as faculty advisors. We do career advising, we do curriculum advising. The idea is not to just give you some credit hours while you're here, but to share with you how a university works, what are the resources that are available for you, how to take advantage of TA hours, how to take advantage of office hours. Some of us had the benefit that our parents or uncles or older siblings went to university, so we could ask them a question. Some of you don't. And so we are going to work together. This is a small college, even though, as I said, we are 3,400, but it feels like home when you're here. You get to know the faculty get to know you. But as I said, most importantly, you need to get to know the faculty. Don't hide. When you come here, spend some time with your friends outside of classroom, etc., but also make sure that you get to know the faculty, knock on doors, spend time, find out about their research, find out about their path, and maybe take some of those nuggets with you as you plan your path forward. I look forward to welcoming most of you this fall here, and look forward to seeing you, and best of luck wherever you go, and I hope it's here.